What's up guys, it's your girl Mel and welcome back to my channel. So I think I missed a week or probably 2 weeks, I'm not exactly sure, but it was my birthday. It was Mother's Day. As you guys know, I'm a mom and I'm also a Taurus gang. Although I think now we've transitioned into Gemini season, but still, I went on an amazing cruise for my birthday. And with going on the cruise kind of stemmed the inspiration for this makeup look because I was on the cruise, I was outside, no baby, it was just me and my husband, and I still wanted my face beat. So I brought a few products with me and it really got my brain churning, okay, what worked and what didn't work, because we were in Bimini and it was so hot. Also the Keys, I don't know what was hotter, Bimini or the Keys, they were very hot. But I have a good formula, luckily, that I was able to do my makeup and it stayed intact. I mean, when I did it once, I didn't really have to do it again in the evening. I just had to wash my body and the face lasted, if you know what I mean. When you're on vacay, there's a lot going on. Ain't nobody got time to do their face over 1,000 times. So this is one of many videos that I'm gonna have for the summer, just showcasing different looks because I have a lot of different products that I like for summer. To be real, I live in Florida. It's hot year round. So this is not really new to me, it's true to me. Also I know there's a lot of birthdays between this month and June, honestly all the way to August. But if it is your birthday, you have a birthday coming up, happy belated or happy birthday. With that being said, don't forget to comment, drop a comment what you think about this video when you're done watching it, and subscribe, and let's get right into this video. Start with hydration first. I'll be applying Tatcha, the Dewy Skin Cream. This product is so thick. It's very replenishing, plumping. So it'll provide just a nice hydrated base to work with. So the only primer I'm gonna go in with is the One Size Oil Mattifying Primer. I'm sorry, I meant to say Oil Sucker Primer, but you guys get it. I use this product in probably every video I do. Because we don't want the heat to shift this makeup, you're gonna go ahead and just liberally apply it to all of your shiny areas. For me, that's my forehead, my nose, and my chin. So I focus my moisturizer on mainly my more dry areas and then use the oil sucker to reduce shine in my shinier areas. For skin, I'm gonna use Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. This is in shade 9.5. To me, this is the best foundation that feels light, but it's matte. So you'll still get that matte skin set look for the summer, but it's not heavy on the skin. Balms are also so buildable, and just make sure when you're applying this that you're kind of patting more than swiping, because the texture of it just works best when you really just press it into the skin. A lot of the times when I'm wearing this foundation as well, if I don't feel like wearing anything else, this would be my go-to foundation to just wear solo dolo. I got these two concealers from Hourglass and PR, and I really wanted to give them a try, so I'm just gonna try them with you guys. I have two shades, Teak and Umber. One is a bit darker, one is a bit lighter, so I'm thinking of applying the darker one on the outer corner of my eye and then the lighter one in the inner corner. I'm actually just gonna dab it just to kind of see the color payoff first. I think the main difference I see, one is a bit more cool, the other is a bit more warm. Because this is a summer look, I'm gonna opt into the warm concealer. My skin is more on the neutral side though, so I can do warm or cool color concealers. It kind of just depends on the makeup look that I'm going for. This is shade Umber. I would say just from applying, the consistency of this concealer is very creamy, very full coverage. Applying it to my usual areas. I didn't do the cat eye that I normally do. I kind of just wanted to try a different concealer placement and see if I like it or not. I use a concealer blush just to pretty much place the concealer, and then we'll go in with a beauty blender to really press it into the skin. This is the one Hourglass provided, so I'm just gonna work with it for now. I am absolutely obsessed with the formula of this. Don't forget to take some of your concealer and put it on your eyelid as well. This kind of just helps clean up the brows and overall give you like a more wide, bright eye look. This brush is actually very fluffy and nice. I do think I could probably just blend out my concealer completely with it. So I let this side sit in place for a little longer, and it is still very blendable, which I love. It did not dry down too much. I would say a lot though comes in this bottle. Like, it's very full coverage that you really don't need that much. Like, I kind of put a lot on my face. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and kind of just press this into my skin more, just so it eliminates that very harsh contrast that we were having. This is how we're looking. This concealer is definitely a 10 out of 10 concealer. And like I said, I used a bit much. I'm gonna have to go back and add just a little bit more warmth to my face, because I like my concealer just set in more of an area. But 10 out of 10, it looks great and it's not greasy. This is perfect for the summer. I'm gonna go with Dibs Duo Stick. I love this because it's like a buy one get one free. You have your contour stick on one side, and then the other side usually comes with a blush. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just apply a little bit of this. I also love that it is not super cool. I personally don't like very cool contours. It just makes you look a bit casket ready, or at least me. I prefer it with just a little bit of warmth. So almost just a color that's just a little bit darker than my skin tone, but not really changing the pigment. It also smells like chocolate, which is just so delicious. So this is my usual contour placement. I'm gonna go ahead and press this into my skin with my contour brush. This is the M243 brush by Morphe. You always wanna push your contour back into your hairline. Don't ever push forward, because the whole point is just for it to create shadows in your face. So make sure you're pushing it back into your hairline and just lightly pressing. You don't want to pick up too much product, especially the forehead. You want to push that back into your hairline. And then for your nose, you want to blend it out, but I also like to take some product and put it right above my eyelid as well, just to create more dimension in the face. So now that we have the contour looking exactly how we want it to look, do you guys see this all the dimension? The highlight is right where we want it. We're gonna go ahead and go in with our powders and blush. So I have all these really cool strobe blushes from MAC. I guess they have a lot of different shades. I may mix and match a few. The first one I'm gonna try is Apricot Jelly. Go ahead and just do my placement. So this is like a beautiful orange color. Let's press that in. I actually feel like as I press this in, I don't see too much of anything. I'm gonna try to top it with another color. This is Plummy Bear. I feel like I might see this one just a little bit more because it's deeper. This is a lot prettier. This is very pretty for a purple blush. It's kind of purple, but like reddish. It's not like too purple. On a lot because I don't necessarily have a purple like tone powder blush to top it with. So I want, when I put my powders on, that the color still shines through without me having to top it up with a powder blush. For powders, to me, best summer powder is Huda Beauty shade Cinnamon Bun. If you don't want your makeup to shift in this heat, you can't be afraid to use powder. You have to use a lot of powder. Now, if you don't want a super matte look, you can also use a translucent powder. I like the Laura Mercier in shade Medium Deep. But if you want your makeup to be more locked in, you prefer a more matte look, this is the powder I would suggest. No one can ever make me hate a matte look. Like, I'm sorry, I will do the dewy looks for you guys, but I am not a super dewy girl. I love when my makeup is matte. I'm gonna grab my dark, deep bronzing palette from Juvias place. Apply some bronzer to my forehead and my nose. Leave the cheeks alone because we already put the blush, so that's just gonna kill the blush that's already there. So I'm gonna use Marigold by One Side. And we're just pressing this just directly under the eye to brighten that up. I find that instead of using 2 concealers, this kind of gets the job done, and because it's so hot, we're just like eliminating an extra hot. I feel like I want to do something kind of fun on my eyes today, so I'm gonna use the Fade into Hue ColourPop palette. I'm gonna try using shade Treasure on my base. Okay, this is really pretty. I tell you guys, ColourPop's gonna come through with that pigment every single time for a good price at that. Using the M302 eye packer brush. I'm using shade Paradise just to warm up the outer corners, and I wanted to match my blush so everything kind of blends a little. And I'm taking this a little bit of shade Abstract and blending it in right before shade Paradise. Okay, went ahead and did a few steps. I applied some half lashes. Half lashes are it for the summer, but I feel like it in general. I tried to start doing a full lash, but I just love a half lash. I feel like they are so comfortable. It just fits my eye shape, and it's way easier to apply if you struggle with applying lashes, which like years of doing makeup and I still struggle with it. The ones I have on are from Lily Lashes. The shape is Playful. It's from their half lash collection. They're just my favorite lash company, and I love all of their lashes. So went and applied some of Paradise to the bottom of my eye, and I used CoverGirl mascara Lash Blast to blend like my lash extensions in on the lower lash. I'm grabbing my M164 powder brush and just pressing the rest of the setting powder into my skin. I'm gonna use a little bit of this shade, the top one from the Blush Volume 3 Juvias Place palette, as a powder blush. I feel like it kind of matches the shade, and I think I want to bring the blush back out a little bit more. Kind of got just a tad bit lost in the powder. I mean, you can still see it, but y'all know me, I got blush blindness. Pressing the blush like under my eye as well. Especially for the summer, it gives such just like a sun-kissed look. There's a shimmery color in the ColourPop palette called Shine Bright. I'm gonna take a little bit of that and just add to the bridge of my nose. Pick it up with your finger. It's very subtle, it's probably not even gonna show on the camera, but in person, there's just a little bit more of a shimmer on my nose. Double set our face. I'm gonna use Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and One Size Until Dawn setting spray. To me, the Urban Decay one just kind of breaks the makeup up a little bit, so it's not like super matte, it's a little bit more natural. So that's why I use it first, and then I use the more mattifying one to really lock everything in. For lips, I think I want to do this. This is MAC shade Forever Curious. I'm going with a more plum lip liner today. This is from Fine Cosmetics. I don't know the shade. They don't ever put it on the stick, but I'll just link all of their lip liners and try to find it on the site. If you haven't tried like a plum colored lip liner yet, I suggest you give it a try. It's literally game changing. If you like your browns, plum is gonna be your next favorite. I think the shade matches really well with just the blush and everything I have going on. So you can keep this matte, but boohoo, boring. We're gonna gloss it up a little bit more. This Fenty Gloss Bomb Stick in shade See You in Maui. This always just adds a little bit of sparkle that I need. Okay guys, this is the finished look. Very spring, very summery, fun, but matte. It's gonna stay on your face. Honestly, really ate on this look. Like, I'm proud of me. I am proud of me. And my face right now, if I could explain to you guys how it feels, it's like, I know I got my makeup on, but I don't. Like, so yeah, let's chit chat in the comments, guys. Don't be scared, I don't bite. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you guys, as always.